Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today I have an underused match here for you today against SASORIpuppetSHINOBI, and he's a new guy that's been hanging around my stream Discord, as well as coming out to the stream where we got this match together. And like I said, this is UU, and we're both bringing Scarf Circuitry. This is a little bit of a spoiler, but should be pretty interesting looking at the teams. One thing I do notice right off the bat is he doesn't really have a solid fighting resistance on his team, which I'm hoping that I can take advantage of here. So, yeah, I'm just going to leave it with Gliscor as he leads with Melodic. And obviously, while I really like to up the rocks, this is not the matchup I wanted when I led with Gliscor. I'm going to have to go ahead and switch out. I go out into my Circuitry and hoping that I can take, his water-type move okay. And, yeah, I really don't. And I end up going for the Dazzling Gleam here, thinking that he would switch out. And he ends up surprising me by staying in and recovering. If I would have went for like a Thunderbolt there, I'm pretty sure this thing would have died. I don't care how bulky Melodic is. A Thunderbolt from a Circuitry, pretty darn strong. But I am locked in a Dazzling Gleam now, so I'm just going to switch. And he ends up switching as well, so he must not know that I'm Scarfed quite yet. Which is funny because that's the exact same set he's bringing, I'm pretty sure. And, yeah, he just goes into Circuitry against my Starmie, which really, really, really isn't a good matchup for me. So, I'm going to go ahead and switch out into my Conkeldurr now, and he's just going to go for his Energy Ball, I guess predicting either my Gliscor, probably. But my Conkeldurr does carry the Assault Vest, so I take that very, very nicely. And I'm actually Iron Fist instead of Guts, which is both a good thing for me in this battle and probably a bad thing. As you can see, I do a lot of damage with that Flygon with Drain Punch, and I'm just going to get that, Mach Punch off and just finish that thing off. I just totally destroyed that Flygon. You thought he could come in, maybe take a Drain Punch, but no. Because I'm Iron Fist, it's going to give me just enough extra damage to be able to get the KO on that thing, which is really, really good, because Flygon, is one of those Pokemon that can really do some damage. So, he's going to go ahead and switch out into his Pidgeot, or Pidgeot, or whatever you want to call it. And he's going to Mega Evolve into Mega Pidgeot. And, yeah, I'm just going to go switch into my own Mega Aerodactyl, and I'm going to be able to take that Hurricane okay. I don't really think he has anything that he can do to my Aerodactyl, but just in case, I'm just going to go ahead and get my Mega Evolution up, which will make me faster, and then Roost. So, that's going to, obviously, give me my HP back, and he's just going to switch into his Circuitry here. So there's that. And I was thinking, okay, can I make an Aerodactyl actually speed Scarf Circuitry? I didn't run the speed calc, but I decided not to risk it ultimately. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and switch out. Yeah, I could have calced the speed, but whatever. I'm just going to go into my Gliscor now, and yeah, he's going to Thunderbolt, and that's good for me either way, because I predicted that correctly, and he ends up, like I said, being Scarf Circuitry, because he's going to switch out. I figure, unless he has, like, Hidden Power Ice or some nonsense, it's not like he could have killed me anyway, and this is a perfect opportunity to set up Stealth Rocks, and being that he did switch, I'm pretty sure that he is also a Scarf Circuitry. So, yeah, he's going to go for the Hurricane now against my Gliscor. It's going to do some, respectable damage. I was just going for a Toxic to see kind of what he'd do. I'm not 100% convinced that, like, this thing doesn't have some random hidden power that can hurt Aerodactyl, but yeah, I'm getting able to get the Toxic Poison off, which is residual damage on this Mega Pidgeot, which will have a hard time, especially with Stealth Rocks up. He's going to be taking 25% on switching and then add some residual damage. If I don't give him a turn to Roost, he's obviously going to get withered down. So, I'm going to go into my Aerodactyl now, predicting another Hurricane, but he's going to double switch me into Melodic, which is pretty darn good for him. And, yeah, I really have nothing on my team that I want to take a Scald. Unfortunately, because I don't have Guts on my Conkeldurr, I'm super afraid of getting it burned, because if it does get burned, it's pretty much useless. Of course, he probably doesn't know that I don't carry Guts. So actually, he should know, because of the damage I did to his Flygon, but he doesn't seem to know. You'll see later. So, yeah, he's just going to go ahead and Scald. I am going to be able to resist that on my Starmie, and I end up just going for the Ice Beam. I'm like, you know what? At the very least, I might be able to force a switch. If he gets a burn, it doesn't matter. I have Natural Cure. It doesn't even hurt Starmie that much anyway. I guess I was kind of bluffing the Thunderbolt, hoping that he'd switch. As you can see, he's just going for the recovery to see if I did indeed have Thunderbolt, but I don't. I do have just Scald and Ice Beam on my Starmie, because it is bulky Starmie. So, yeah, I'm just going to keep going for the Ice Beam. I'm kind of actually hoping for the Freeze, because this Melodic is a huge problem for me. This is probably the Pokemon I have the most issue with on his team right now, because it really can just destroy my team. So most of my team is weak to it. Circuitry can't really switch in because it doesn't want to take that damage anymore again. And yeah, I'm just gonna, if he wants to wait for a freeze, I'm fine with that. He's eventually gonna get the burn here with Scald, which is fine. Like I said, all I have to do is switch out to get rid of it because I have Natural Cure. yeah, I'm just kind of hoping for the freeze. And, you know, he burns me, so he can't even freeze me back with Ice Beam, which means eventually I should get the freeze. It's 10%, but, yeah, it's likely to eventually happen. And, yeah, he's going to go ahead and switch out. He doesn't like that anymore. And he's going to go out into his Xurkitree, so I get some decent Ice Beam damage on this thing. I mean, obviously not fantastic because I am bulky Starmie, so I don't have, you know, complete investment special attack, but Xurkitree is frail enough that I'm able to get some nice damage, and I'm going to go ahead and switch out now. And once again, I'm going to switch out in my Conkeldurr because I do have the Assault Vest, and I'm hoping that he doesn't predict it. I'm kind of thinking, you know, if he goes for the Thunderbolt, it's going to hurt, despite the fact I have an Assault Vest. But instead he goes for that Energy Ball again, once again predicting Gliscor. So pretty fantastic for me to keep Gliscor alive because it pretty much keeps him from being able to go for that Thunderbolt without fear. So that's the reason I decided to keep Gliscor alive earlier. So yeah, gonna go ahead and Drain Punch the Melodic as it comes in, which is fantastic. It actually does a little more than I would expect, especially since I consider it looks to be physically bulky Melodic. So yeah, it's pretty nice damage. I'm just gonna go for the knockoff now. And I was kind of risking the Scald, but instead he's going for the Ice Beam here. Now he said that Conkeldurrs are a huge problem for his team, which is true, and he was hoping himself to get the freeze here. But if he would have realized that I'm not Guts, he probably could have went for the Scald, which would have had a better chance to proc me. And he definitely should have at least recovered there. It seems like, especially in hindsight, incredibly bad play for him to sack this Melodic off. This Melodic was one of the only things that really can check Conkeldurr. Obviously, Pidgeot can check me, but obviously can't take a move from Conkeldurr, really. So losing Melodic there when he could have just recovered or went for the Scald instead of the Ice Beam to get the burn off on me, which would have severely lowered the power of my attacks, was a little bit questionable. And that's kind of what I needed to maybe break this battle open. So he's going to go for that Hurricane as I go out into my Aerodactyl. And yeah, he's going to go for the Stone Edge. Not like I can miss because Mega Pidgeot obviously has no guard. So don't have to worry about that. Just going to be able to take it out. And in comes his Umbreon. One of it, I think, is the only Pokemon we haven't seen yet of his. And it's going to be pretty standard Umbreon. I'm just going to go into my Scissor because yeah, I can hit him with a super effective U-turn, which doesn't matter if it's physically bulky. A Choice Band U-turn is going to do some nice damage. He's just going to Wish, though. It's a Cleric Umbreon, which is more or less the standard. And yeah, he's going to try to get a Stay Switch here into his Infernape as I just go for a U-turn. He does X4 resist, so I'm not really going to be able to do anything. And even if I did, he would just Wish it away anyway. Actually, I do, I mean, obviously, Choice Band Scissor has a monstrous attack, so I'm still able to do some nice damage there with U-turn, even though it's X4 resisted. But it doesn't matter, because the Wish is going to heal him back to full. So I'm just going to go into my Starmie now. I'm just going to go for that Scald. It's super effective. I should be able to outspeed, because I still do have max speed on this Starmie. And yeah, I just get that, but he lives, and I mean, but that's because I didn't have that full special attack investment. Pretty ridiculous. Never thought Infernape, of all things, would live a Scald from a Starmie. But there you have it, and he's able to actually kill me with Thunder Punch, despite I'm bulky Starmie, so yeah, maybe he'll be taken out, and he dies to his own life orb, which leaves him to his last Pokemon, which is his Umbreon, and, oh, I think he has 2 Pokemon left, right? 2 Pokemon, yes, 2 Pokemon left. So I'm gonna go to my Xurkitree. I go for the Dazzling Gleam, although I'm kind of, actually, I think that Thunderbolt would have been stronger. But whatever, I was gonna go for that. It's super effective, and yeah, he's just gonna go for the payback, and, oh, you're right, because he still has Xurkitree, too, so that's the reason I went for the Dazzling Gleam, although maybe Thunderbolt would have still been stronger against that. I don't know. I'm going to go for the Dazzling Gleam again. Doesn't quite kill him. He's just going to pay back me to death. But it's okay. It's fine. I still have Conkeldurr, and this Umbreon is not healthy enough to survive. And, of course, his Xurkitree really can't do anything either. Even if he does have Dazzling Gleam, which is super effective against me, with the Assault Vest, I don't think he can kill me. So, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and take care of this Umbreon. Don't think that crit mattered. And, yeah, his last Pokemon, like I said, is his Xurkitree. He's going to try to Dazzling Gleam me here. But, unfortunately for him, it's not going to be able to kill me due to my Assault Vest, and he is very much dead. So, good game there, Sasori, and I hope to have another battle again soon. And today's question of the day is, what is your favorite water type? Now, obviously, water is the most vast type in Pokemon, and I've been kind of going through all the types, and I'm probably going to do all of them in these upcoming videos as far as question of the days go. So if I haven't gotten to your favorite type yet, hold on, calm down. But no, water happens to be well, my favorite Pokemon, Magikarp, happens to be a water type, so it's going to be Magikarp. I also like, of course, Gyarados, the evolved form. I always kind of like Starmie. There's a lot of extra waters because, there's a ton of waters in the game. So leave a comment about that, and see you guys again next time. Later.